the most ridiculous hotel room ever?
My name is Alex. Currently I was a Whistler. I go to school in Olympia, Washington, and I'm from Bethesda, Maryland. Wanted to go hiking. I finished my junior year of college a quarter early and realized that the time frame from spring break to summer break was the perfect amount of time and great start date and everything, so figured I had time and I had money and I've been wanting to hike the trail. I was planning on doing it after I finished college, but just worked out this year. Most memorable person is a creepy guy with a bucket and a duffel bag who speaks a bunch of different languages and pretends not to speak English, but he does. He's a weirdo. We call him the Duffel Man, but that's not the most memorable. I'm not going to let him.
I've heard him called the Bucket Man.
Yeah, the Bucket Man, the Duffel Man, whatever. I called him Barnyard because he was making animal noises. Most memorable? I don't know, man.
I need to meet this guy and interview him because I've heard so many stories about him.
He would not give you an interview. He does not want to be bothered.
Oh, really?
He probably wouldn't even speak to you. If you try to talk to him, he like turns his head and throws his hoodie up.
Really?
Walking around in a hoodie and a button down. And
really?
Khaki pants and suede shoes. He's a freak. Yeah, he's like schizo or something. I don't know. He's southbounding now. Thank the Lord.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we won't run into him?
No, hopefully not again.
Hey, it's Friday and I'm back in Damascus for Trail Fest. We were lucky enough to get a ride down here with the guy who founded the Warrior Hike. His name's Sean. Got a cool interview with him on the way down.
Sure. So my name is Sean Gilbin. I was a captain in the Marine Corps. Recently got out in 2012. While I was in Afghanistan in 2011, founded Warrior Hike. And the way the program was designed in 2012 was we thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail while stopping at VFW posts along the trail towns to raise money for adapted vehicles for seriously wounded veterans. So basically veterans that were double, triple, quadruple amputees that needed handicapped accessible vehicles to get around. We raised money for that cause. So we ended up raising $50,000 and were able to purchase 3 vehicles with last year's funds that we raised. And so while we were on the trail last year, it became very evident that through hiking the Appalachian Trail is a very therapeutic experience especially for combat veterans. So what we did this year was design Warrior Hike to support combat veterans that are using a through hike of the Appalachian Trail as a means to transition from military service back into society. And the way we do that is we provided all of the equipment and supplies necessary for them to complete their through hike. We organize various trail town support at trail towns with the various veteran and hiking organizations that are located in the trail towns. And then the last thing we're doing is we're going to assist them with job placement at the completion of their hike, specifically with the companies that support the program. So a lot of the outdoor companies, the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, the National Park Service, the National Forest Service, and organizations like that. And so the program is officially called the Walk Off the War program that we partnered with the Appalachian Trail Conservancy to create. And it was named that after the very first person to successfully complete a through hike of the Appalachian Trail by a guy by the name of Earl Schaefer. He was a World War II vet who in 1948 came back from the Pacific Campaign. He had lost his best friend, and so he told some people he was going to go walk off the war. And then 4.5 months later became the first person to successfully make it all the way from Georgia to Maine.